What's up, everybody? It's Pirate Stacker. Today's Sunday, September 6th. Today we're talking about copper. I know everybody loves silver and gold, but what about copper? As my friend Cactus Jack Swag likes to say, copper is the new silver. So let's think about that for a second. Copper obviously has its use, has its place. Um, you know, they do make coins and rounds out of copper. Obviously, the penny, the most notable. But they've come out with these cool copper rounds. That's very cool. And what's interesting about that, to me at least, is obviously it's much cheaper than silver or gold. But as the price of silver and gold climb, I think there might be a market for copper. Obviously, it's got lots of industrial use. We know that. So, I mean, you can see it at your hardware stores, your Lowe's, your Home Depot. They use it for plumbing, piping, stuff like that. But it's used as a lot of other things as well. And with that, you would think it's worth more than what I think current spot as of today is 19 cents an ounce, which is pretty low. Obviously, a 1 ounce coin here, I can't buy that for 19 cents. The premiums are much higher. And when there was this run that went on silver and you couldn't hardly find any, guess what was gone too? Copper. So people are buying it. People are stacking it. Now, it may just be a novelty. It may just be something shiny to look at. I, for one, bought some sleeves of it because being an entry-level stacker, new to the game, I couldn't afford to just go buy stacks and stacks of silver. But I didn't have a stack at all. And this is pretty enticing. If I can get a handful of these coins here in my collection, I feel like I'm stacking something. I feel like I have something, Price-wise, I buy mine on JM Bullion. I think they've been the cheapest. If you pay with a credit card or like most people do or I do, they wind up being like $1.24 a coin, which, getting a sleeve of 20 of these for basically 25 bucks, that's pretty cool. That's kind of a neat deal, I think. So think about it. Copper is the new silver. Price of silver and gold keep climbing. More entry-level people come in, start buying copper just to get in the game. So what happens? Supply and demand. The premiums go up. You go on AppMex. You go on the other sites. They're selling the same copper rounds and bars for $1.99 a piece instead of $1.25. Obviously, they're charging because of supply and demand. So that's a pretty steep premium on something that really doesn't have but a 19-cent melt value. So the value isn't in the melt on this one. The value is in the coin itself, because it is collectible. I'm in Facebook groups. People are buying and selling coins, copper coins, for $2 to $3 a coin all day. Now that doesn't seem like a lot, but if I'm stacking on a micro level, that's $2 to $3 a coin for something. If I manage to pick it up for a buck and a half, that's doubling my money. If I'm looking to flip something, and they're paying shipping on top of that. So, I mean, you're not out shipping. You could literally double your money on copper selling that online. And if you double your money on copper, well, you're not going to be that far away from being able to get into the silver game. Something to think about. I like them. It's just something shiny. People like it. Everybody loves getting a coin. And this is kind of a cool coin. This is the COVID one. It's the only one I've got, but I do have some other copper rounds ordered. And they make all kinds, just like silver rounds. They're really neat, I think. What I've actually started to do, because I'm trying to collect, and I like the copper and that whole thing. I've been searching my change. So basically, pennies before 1982. So there are some 1982. To simplify it, I just say 1981 or earlier. Those pennies are 95% copper. Well, that's cheap copper. That's practically free copper. You're basically in it the 1 cent face value of your penny. And I know, these are 1 cent. We don't have pennies, blah, blah, blah. It's a penny to me. So, what I've been doing, I've been searching my pennies, and I'm keeping my copper ones. Now, I could just stack this on a small level. My intention is actually to end up melting and getting into that whole, deal of being able to mint some of my own coins or bars. And so this is a cheap way to start. I don't got a ton of silver like a lot of these guys. And so I'm going to be practicing with 95% copper pennies. That's how I'm going to start. So I'm going to end up getting a couple of things I need to do a basic meltdown and just experimenting, seeing what I turn up with. And these are going to be what I experiment with. So that's my plan. Of course, I'm not a financial advisor. Is copper really the next silver? I mean, you be the judge for yourself. I like the sound of it. I think it makes sense. I think you're going to see more and more stackers, collectors getting into copper just because it's there. They can. It's affordable. Cheers to copper, right? Let's get one down. Drink them if you got them, guys. So, that's kind of my plan. Now, a couple fun facts. The copper penny is worth... I've got a brown one. That one probably is copper. Let's see. What's the date? Zoom in. Nobody knows. The average copper penny being 95% copper, its actual melt value is 1.9 something. So basically it's worth 2 cents for every copper penny. It takes roughly 10 pennies at 95% copper to make 1 troy ounce. So 10 of these pennies will make you a troy ounce of copper, which I think is interesting. I think that's great. I mean, 10 of these equals 1 of these. So that's kind of cool. That's neat. So there is value, even if you just want to stack it and bag it and tag it, whatever you want to do. There's value there. There's money there. Money to be made. You're certainly not going to be out money. I mean, if you're stacking your pennies, I don't think you're going to miss a few hundred pennies. But you will have some copper in your stack. This is all about precious metals, right? And I do think the more use for copper, the more rare copper becomes. You know, your 1981s, it's like anything else. Go try and search out a couple rolls of quarters. See if you find a silver quarter. You won't. And pennies, I know there's a gazillion of them in circulation, but even as I'm searching through my pennies, there's not as many copper ones. There's not as many pre-1982 pennies floating around as you would think there would be. I thought there'd be tons and tons. I've probably gone through several hundred pennies, and I have a bag of about 30 pennies. So there's not as many as you think that there would be. And I think like anything else, as the years go by, other people are searching, other people are stacking, and those are going to become more and more obsolete. So, I mean, that's a cheap way to get in the game, guys. That's what I'm doing. I mean, it's fun. This is a hobby. Obviously, I'm not going to get rich, but guess what? I am going to learn how to melt precious metals with these guys. And when I get some poured bars and stuff like that, how cool is that going to be? You know, everybody has a penny. Not everybody has poured copper bars. And as you can see, they're cool. The coins are neat. So here's what I'm doing today. And this is for my comments today only. Is if you've listened this far in the video, leave a comment. Let me know what you think about copper. And let's say, you know what? Let's say share my video. Share my video today. Shoot me an email. And I'll send you one of these copper COVID coins in the mail. How about that? Shoot me an email with your address. I'll drop you a copper COVID coin. And it doesn't cost you anything. You can be like, Pirate Stacker sent me this coin. I do want to update you. I did get stickers coming. They won't be here until the 14th, the 15th. So those are coming. Heck, if you want, I'll hold off till then. And I'll put a sticker in with your coin if you want to wait. Let me know in the comments. If you do decide that you want to share the video and you want a coin, and you shoot me an email. The link's down below in the description. I do also have a P.O. box set up. If you send me any kind of mail call stuff, I'll open on the air here. Share with the world. But let me know. You want a sticker? Leave it in the comment. Say, hey, shared coin and sticker, please. Or shared just a coin. And I'll drop it in the mail tomorrow. Well, tomorrow's Labor Day, Tuesday. So anyway, tell me what you think about copper. Copper is the new silver. Cactus Jack swag. He threw that out there. I liked it. I thought it was interesting. And that's it. That's our talk on copper today. Hope you learned a little something. Hope it was interesting. I know copper is not everyone's cup of tea, but when you're starting out like I am, copper is metal. It's something fun to do. It's precious. And it's a coin. And you can have a coin, but you got to leave a comment. Make a share. Share the video, leave a comment. And you got to be subscribed. We'll send you a copper coin. Thanks for watching, everybody. Have a great holiday weekend. Pirate Stacker out.